Welcome to the 5 for 2 podcast with me, your host Adele, where we say no to careers where you're trading 5 days of misery for 2 days of fun. A place we discuss all things career, confidence, and money moves. I want to motivate, teach, and empower ambitious women to achieve more, earn more, feel more confident, and enjoy the work they do. It's all about believing you can have everything you want in your career and then going and getting it. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Hey everyone, how are you? Hope you're doing good. Welcome to another episode of 5 for 2 Careers. Let's dive into it. Counter offers. Should you accept them? Hell no. I'm starting there. Yep. That's what I chose. I chose problems, not peace. Hell no. The reason I started the episode like that is so that you know what this is going to be about. Like, you know already my stance, my viewpoint. Just know. I'm going to give you some reasons why. Listen, you've decided you want to leave your job, or you don't really want to leave your job, but they're messing about with you. They won't give you a pay rise. They keep promising it to you. You've been passed over for promotion 3-4 times. Like, it's a joke. Now they're playing in your face. So you're like, you know what? I'm going to leave. You know you're good at your job, and they know you're good at your job. And then you go and interview, you get an offer, and as soon as you get the offer, you tell them you're going to give your notice, and they counter offer you. Or, second scenario, you want your boss to give you more money, but they're not listening to you. So you go and interview, you get the offer, and you use that offer and show it to your boss because you want them to counter offer. Whichever scenario it is, don't do it. Literally don't do it. You know that sound on TikTok when it says, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That sound, that's what's going on in my head right now. Never a counter offer. Even if you love your job, once you get a counter offer, you have to understand this. Your company now knows you either had the audacity to go and interview somewhere else and use it against them. So you basically blackmailed them. Yeah, so they know now you had the audacity to blackmail us, or they know that you could leave at any time because you've already gone for an interview. Now they're like, nah, how dare she? Either option, they're now looking at you sideways. They're going to treat you differently. I promise you. I've never met anyone who's had a counter offer and it worked out well for them in the long run. Because the company now is looking at you sideways. They're now looking in the background to say, we had to counter offer because we couldn't lose this person right now because they're so good. We now need to find other people that can be so good so that we can get rid of this person. Or if this person leaves, it's not a big deal. You now have no power left. None whatsoever. Even if you didn't really want to go to the new company and you were using it, I promise you need to carry on interviewing. So even if you were using the other company to get the counter offer, so you could go to your boss and say, like, listen, I got this offer. Are you able to match it? And then they match it. I need you to keep interviewing. I need you to keep looking for something else because your life is going to be made hell at your current job. If it's not today, if it's not tomorrow, it'll be next week. I promise you, slowly but surely, they're in the background now thinking about, what would have happened if they lost you? How can they fix that so there is no gap? Using a counter offer to get more money at your current job is silly, I promise you. You want more money at your current job? Learn to negotiate. Counter offering is not negotiating. Learn to negotiate. It is different when you didn't think your company could even afford that, so you didn't even consider asking them. Now, sometimes that happens and you went, you interviewed, you got offered the job, you go back, you tell your boss you're leaving, then they're like, why didn't you come to us? We would have given you more money. Two things here. They probably would have given you more money. And if you want to consider staying, that's on you. I don't recommend it, but I understand it in that situation. However, if they could have offered you more money or they knew you deserved more money, why didn't they give it to you? If you are the person who has been asking for the money, and then as soon as you say you're leaving, they're going to give it to you, they're playing in your face. The money was always there. They just wanted to overwork you and underpay you. They were comfortable getting great work from you. They were comfortable getting caviar level work for McDonald's level money. Comfortable, happy even. They were saving their budget, laughing at you, at your expense, because they were like, she's worth so much more and she doesn't even know it. She could be getting paid 3 times as much and she's silly and doesn't know it. Don't be that person. Counter offers are never worth it. Like I said, you've shown your hand now. You've basically shown your ass. You've shown them, A, you were looking for a new job and that at any moment you could start looking again and leave. Any little thing you're not happy with, you might now leave. That might not be true, but they don't know that. That is now their perception. Secondly, if you use the counteroffer as blackmail, they're already pissed. They're now so annoyed that how dare you use a counteroffer against us? Okay, cool. That's what you're doing, yeah? Watch what we're going to do. I promise you, there will be a restructure in your future. There will be a change in your future. There will suddenly be someone, we're going to add to the team. Why is the addition to the team doing exactly what you do? Why is everyone suddenly praising that new person? If you're currently in that situation now, run. I've seen it too often. Start looking. Because they're ready to replace you. I always remember when I was leaving my job, one of my team members decided to leave too. She was like, if you're leaving, I'm leaving. I don't want to do it. And she knew I was leaving. There was a lot of politics. There was a lot of nonsense. There was a lot of toxicity. One of my other colleagues left and then I left. And then they counter-offered. They counter-offered me. They well not counter-offered. They basically said, what do we need to do to keep you? Absolutely nothing. I'm out. Again, because I'm not silly enough to stay for you to take the mick out of me. They counter-offered her and she stayed. Within 6 months, she said they were treating her so badly. And then someone even made the comment, you're going to give your notice now? Listen, corporate is already full of politics. Don't think a counter-offer is any different. Why were they not giving you that promotion before you went somewhere else? Why were they not discussing money with you in appraisals or at any other time? Why did it take an offer from someone else? Why did it take someone else to see your value for the company that you've been working for, been putting your blood, sweat and tears into, for them to notice that you're good enough? Either they already knew you were good enough, but they want to keep you underpaid because they want to make sure they're making big profits, or they just like playing in your face. Like, they just like cheap labor. Most companies just like cheap labor, let's be honest. Most companies love cheap labor. Yeah? They wanted to keep you underpaid. They enjoyed playing in your face. Because how are they now able to find the money? How are they now able to promote you? They're doing that to keep you to fill the gap because they know you'll be hard to replace. And if you are hard to replace, they need time to be able to do that. So they'll counter-offer you. They'll keep you. Whether it takes 6 months or a year, I promise you, you will start to feel the brunt of that counteroffer. Go for your next, in a year's time, go for another pay rise. And I'm not talking about the rubbish 3 to 5% that they give everyone every year. And we also need to talk about that because that basically just tracks minimum wage. The reason they give everyone a performance review, I'm doing air quotes. If you could see me, you would see that I'm doing air quotes. It's not really a performance review. Everyone's going to get a pay rise between 3 and 5% each year. Because if they didn't, every year in the UK when minimum wage rises, we'd all end up being on the same salary. Someone on entry level on minimum wage would be on the same salary as someone who's experienced because you're not getting a pay rise every year. So anyway, I'm not talking about that pay rise. What I'm talking about is if you get a counteroffer, I promise you next year, ask them to review your money or even your benefits. They're going to be like, hell no. We offered you, look at how much we gave you when you went and interviewed somewhere else. You've lost all your leverage. You've lost all your power. There is nowhere else to go. So my answer to counter-offering will always be hell no. Hell to the nah. Every single time. Don't do it. If you get an offer and it's a good offer, I don't care if your job counter-offers and adds another 10k. That just means that you're worth even more. You don't have to accept the job that you went for. Accept the counteroffer, but only accept it because you know you're going to keep interviewing and you're going somewhere else. Do not accept a counteroffer and actually plan to stay. Accept the counteroffer so you're getting more money. Amazing. Continue looking so you can get even more money, even more appreciation, even better benefits, and go somewhere where you haven't had this whole counteroffer issue because, yuck, it's not okay. It doesn't work. Counteroffers are no good. So if you've got a counteroffer, and you don't want the other job that you've been offered, accept the counteroffer, continue to look for another job. Again, you guys know this is all my opinion, but I think I'm right. I've never seen it work out. It doesn't work for anyone. I've seen it take a year. I've seen it take 6 months. I've seen it take 4 weeks of someone accepting the counteroffer and then being treated like absolute crap. I have seen every scenario that this has played out, and it never plays out well. I have sat in the rooms when they talk about the fact that how dare this person go for interview and use that against us. Oh, we're definitely going to backfill. We're definitely going to get rid of them. We're going to now try and take them down disciplinary grievances. Listen, I'm HR. I hear all the conversations I shouldn't hear. You get to hear them on here now because I get to share them because I'm not at those companies anymore. Company I work for now is great, FYI. But not all my other companies, previous companies I've worked for have also been great. But some companies, some places where I've done freelance work, consultancy work, I've heard some things, I've seen some things. I know what really goes on in these big corporate companies. So please, please, please think before you accept any kind of counteroffer, because in the long run, it's just not worth it. Anyway, this episode was short and sweet. The answer is always hell no. If you need help in your current job, whether that's to get more money, to get a promotion, or you're looking to move industry, you're looking to upgrade your career, you're looking to go from 50K to 80K, whatever it is, book a call. Let's have a chat. Let's see if my coaching program can work for you in this current industry. And if coaching isn't what you need right now, head over to my Substack, head over to my website, and see if one of my masterclasses might be exactly what you need to help you get to that next step. Anyway, I'll speak to you guys in the next episode. I hope this episode gave you exactly what you needed and motivated you to confidently take steps towards your next career move. If you enjoyed it, screenshot and share it on your socials, tag me on Instagram, and come join my community of amazing women working on leveling up their confidence and career. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.